You can waste a lot of time trying to sell your services to a tire kicker. This is a person that will never buy your services. One of our blog readers, Stephen Reade of Outsource My IT in New Jersey, sent in a wonderful suggestion on how you can determine whether someone wants free consulting advice or they could be a potential qualified IT client for you, and how to convert them from a tire kicker into a paying client. Steve finds that the best way to handle someone who wants free consulting advice is to create a consulting opportunity for you or help them decide that the dialogue isn't worth pursuing. Here's how a typical conversation might go. The requester: tell me your thoughts on XYZ. You: well, you always come up with interesting questions. Tell me about XYZ. The requester: well, we might be facing XYZ in the future. I wondered if we should be looking into it further. You: I've worked with XYZ before. So that I could be more to the point, tell me what you currently know about XYZ and what things concern you. At this point, the requester is very committed to free advice, so they will be very forthcoming with you. They might say, well, and then describe the specific things they want, and then you can respond with this: were XYZ to happen, what would the impact be? And they would respond with a general answer, and you can follow up with, more specifically, what would the impact be on your organization or your department? Has anyone put a dollar value on that? And the requester would respond back with their answer. You can reply with, were XYZ to happen, what would the impact be on your customers, on your clients, or on your patients? At that point, they start replying back with specific answers. You can say, what effect would it have on your organization's competitive position? And they'll reply back with an even more specific answer. Now is your time to hone in on what this means for them personally. Ask them this: what would the impact be on you in your current position and on you as a professional? And then they're going to respond back with their answers. Now, the requester has a pretty good idea of how costly the problem is or could be and whether it threatens their current position. More to the point, they can also take a look to see if pursuing this would help them further their career. If the impact is insignificant, they'll probably drop it. If it's significant, they'll start to look for ways that they may be able to hire you and see if this is a profitable opportunity. If the requester still wants free consulting work, you now know the scope of the problem and the likelihood that they'll pay for it. You also have the inside track because you help them discover the pain points and articulate the issue. The next step is to offer informational resources, things like white papers, blogs, articles, things that help them understand the problem better. Prostacular has a huge library of content that you can just use by putting your logo on the top and sending it out to your contacts. You can also move toward closing the deal by saying this: given the scope of XYZ, I'd really have to spend some time looking into the problem at your facility, which of course goes beyond picking my brain. Then pause for a moment. What are your feelings about XYZ now? Is this something you might want to pursue? Then use your consultant closing skills to get approval and begin the engagement.